If you're looking for the best webcam for streaming on Facebook Live, I'll tell you what to look for when you are picking one out. I'll also tell you the one that I use that I love so much, and it actually looks so good that I record my paid courses now using the very same webcam. And it's affordable, all right? Let's dive into it. Welcome to 5-Minute Social Media, the channel for business owners who are tired of trying to copy what everybody else is doing on social media and instead want a custom plan where you focus on the 20% of tasks that drive 80% of the results and get rid of the rest. Any business in the world can have this, and I love to teach people that. So if that's something you'd like in your business, take a second, hit subscribe, click that bell. That way you'll be notified each week when we release another helpful video. Also, if you want to learn more about getting that 20% that drives the 80% of the results, I'm happy to start teaching you for free in a special masterclass. Watch to the end of this video to find out how to attend. So what is the best webcam for streaming on Facebook Live? Well, that's going to vary depending on your budget and a few different things like that. But I'm going to walk through what to look for when picking out a webcam for Facebook Live, as well as show you the one that I use that I love so much that I actually record my paid courses using it now as well, using the webcam. And at the end, I want to share two important things to keep in mind if you are buying a webcam, whether you use the one that I have or you pick out another one, two really important things that you should know, okay? Now, your computer may have already come with a webcam, especially if it was a laptop. They're pretty much standard for laptops these days. But even on nice laptops, the quality isn't very good. Now, of course, you can always stream your Facebook Lives just from your phone, but I know for me, it's hard to kind of watch the comments and reply to them and things like that, which is why I prefer to do Facebook Lives from my computer. So when picking out a webcam for Facebook Lives, a couple things to consider. And the first one is the resolution. So you've probably heard all the hype around 4K, and you can get 4K webcams now. And theoretically, that streams a better picture. But when it comes to Facebook Live, that 4K video is going to be compressed down to no more than 1080p and perhaps even lower depending on the quality of your internet speed and things like that. So as of this recording, Facebook won't let you stream at 4K anyway, and 1080p is, looks incredible for most of us anyway. To the human eye, 1080p can look really, really good. Frame rate is another thing to consider, and there are some older webcams that are only 15 frames per second. You definitely want to avoid those. Most video that we watch is 30 frames per second. So look for one that has at least 30 frames per second. If you like the highest numbers on everything, they do make some that have 60 frames per second. But again, for Facebook Live and other streaming, 30 frames per second should be plenty. So the webcam that I use for Facebook Lives is this Logitech HD Pro C922. If at any time you go, okay, that's the one I want, you don't care about the rest of the details, you can find a link to it in the description of this video. One thing that's great about it is you can easily mount it on a monitor, like an external monitor, or the top of your laptop, or it even has a little tripod screw, so you can put this on top of a tripod. Sometimes when you put it straight on top of the laptop, depending on the size of your laptop, like if you've got a small laptop, it's really low and you're kind of like looking down. And so it's nice to have that extra thread there that you can put it on top of a tripod, so you can have it sitting a little higher and actually have it at eye level, which is what you're going for. Now this works with Mac or PC, and you pretty much just plug it in and it works. And here's what it looks like when I stream on Facebook Live with it. And just to show you, I use this all the time. Here's another example. And then meanwhile, here's what it looks like when I use to record my paid courses, like the 5-Minute Social Method. So this is without the quality loss that happens when you stream live in some instances. So how much do I love this webcam? I've actually bought two of them. The webcam's so nice, I bought it twice, as they say. And the reason that I did that is because sometimes when I'm traveling, I rely on this so much for my streams and for my business, Zoom calls, all of that kind of stuff, that if it broke, I may not be able to find another one really quickly. So for me, especially at the price, I was like, just going to get a backup. That way, no matter where I am in the world, I'll always have one. The good news is it's been years and it still hasn't broken. Neither of them. They both still work great. So the extra one often ends up on the family computer. Now, if you want a few more bells and whistles, another one that works really well and is highly rated is the Logitech Brio 4K Ultra HD. So the C922 that I use is a 1080p webcam, but if 4K is important to you, then this is a great one instead. Costs a little more. We'll talk about that here in a second. But if you want 4K, this is a great one to go with. Also know that this one has an adjustable field of view. So normally with a webcam, the only way to adjust how much it sees in terms of how wide the shot is by moving the webcam, forward and backward. But in this case, you can actually adjust it within the webcam. And then another one that's also really highly rated is the Elgato Facecam, and it does 60 frames per second. So if you were looking for a higher frame rate for some reason, it offers that. Like I said, for most of us, 30 frames per second is more than we could ever need or even see with the naked eye. But one thing it does that's nice is it has a fixed focus. So if you've ever been on a Zoom call or any kind of thing and your webcam is trying to focus on you and trying to figure out where you are, maybe you're blending into your background, well, this one has a fixed focus, and so it's never going to do that. It's always going to focus on the subject in front of it, which is really, really nice. It also includes fancier software than Logitech webcam, so at any time you can go in and tweak a bunch more settings if that's something that you want to be diving into. And finally, just know this one has no microphone. If you're looking for an external microphone that'll work with both your smartphone and your laptop, I have one that I love and it's less than 20 bucks, and I've linked to that in the description of this video as well. So as of this recording, the Logitech C922, the webcam I use, retails for around $70 US. The Logitech Brio 4K webcam retails for around $160, so you can see that's a big jump there. And then the Elgato Facecam retails for around $170 US. So as you can see, it is a big jump up to get some of those extra features like 4K video, and that's why I love my $60 webcam, and it works so well. And I bought two, right? You could actually buy almost three for the cost of some of those other ones if you wanted an extra backup. But I've had two, and neither of them have ever given me any problems. All right, two more things to consider whether you go with one of these or a different webcam. One, don't ever buy a webcam that just came out, okay? Some of these, including the Elgato Facecam, when it first came out, had some issues. Now, the good news is these days, the companies can release software patches, and so even if you buy it, 6 months later, it can be a great product because of the software updates. But who wants to deal with that for the first 6 months of having their webcam? So I never buy a webcam that's brand new and just came out. So let somebody else work out the bugs, right? Second thing to know, I always like to buy these from somebody that offers easy returns. For me, most of the time, that's Amazon, and you can get the Amazon links in the description of this video. But I just want to have somewhere where it's not going to be a huge hassle to return it if for some reason I don't like it, or it shows up and it doesn't work, or anything like that. Whatever webcam you choose, I hope you love it. We deserve that, especially in our businesses. Don't deal with terrible products because there's just no time for that, right? If you're a busy business owner. Now, the next level to, rise up with your Facebook Lives, make them look even better, is to use a tool where you can easily add guests and graphics and all kinds of stuff. And I'm linking to my favorite free one on the screen right now. So check out that video next. Thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful, give it a like, leave me a comment. You're not only supporting me, but also my two tiny superheroes at home. Hey, if you're frustrated with the way your social media for your business is going and you want a streamlined plan where you can get more results with less work, check out my free masterclass, 3 Secrets to a Streamlined Social Media Strategy, okay? You can click the link and get signed up right now, or watch this video for more information.